All right. What it do, y'all? The Rob Anime. Y'all already know. Got a couple guests here, you know what I mean? AKA the Innova, AKA Karma. Over there looking, glisten. You already know. So we're gonna be talking all things anime. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So first things first, y'all. You already know what the business is all things anime. All right. So what is the number one thing we always talk about? You know, I know this is a big subject. I know y'all love this, but I know y'all haven't talked about it enough. So I want to first bring this up because I know Kakarot, you have talked to this about it. So what is, in y'all's opinion, the strongest anime characters out there? Who is the strongest that no one can beat, that we all know that no one compares? I mean, as much as we see so much fight scenes and anime out there, and who's dominating, we love all the action, but who's that dude? Come on now. I just want to know from y'all, who's that dude that's like, ain't nobody beating him? You know what I mean? I don't care how big.
I mean, it's an easy answer, but I'm gonna let y'all go first. It's an easy answer. It's just like the whole Batman versus Superman. Superman is an alien. Nobody can beat Superman. You try to cheat with the kryptonite, but you can stop with that. But I'm gonna let y'all go. And then I'm gonna crush
really?
it.
Hold on.
Like that's a conversation for a different day right there.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Well, surprisingly, that has been a big subject. People have compared. Now, I personally think, I guess I'll go first. It's obviously the Kakarot, Goku. All right, it's Goku. All right. Now, people have compared Superman, but I still don't think Superman will whoop him. But that is another subject for another day. But you know, if you want to put him in that category, I guess you can. But we talking anime. But it's Goku, y'all. Come on. Now, I can come up with so many different reasons as to why. I know, you know, some people have watched a lot of it, somewhat of it, or only caught up on just the Super series of Dragon Ball. But Goku, and just to put it forward, he's always evolving. It's a warrior race. I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z, y'all. Saiyan race is just the best of all the best. You know what I mean? Kakarot, what do you think?
I mean, look, you know, it's probably just me, you know, doing what I normally do. I'm just like, you know, overthinking and stuff. So I was looking at it, I was like, it's kind of a weighted question. So when you say, who's the strongest character?
Yeah.
You know, in anime, that, you know, I was a little befuddled because I was like, wait, are we talking about like all anime? Because I have not seen all anime. I've seen a grip.
That's true.
Out of the
not like
chunk that you didn't watch though.
But for the chunk that I,
that's very true.
Once again, it's weighted because I was like, wait, are we just saying character? Because there's characters literally that exist right now that could put Goku in a grave in Dragon Ball.
Ooh.
And it's true, but there's characters.
But in Dragon Ball, you're right. To be more,
you know what I mean? So like if I was like saying, I was like, hey, look, who's the strongest like protagonist out there that I can think of? I mean, I'm gonna go with Goku, you know, because Goku's he's the guy, hands down. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I mean, he gets beat, he come right back, and he keeps on evolving and getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger because that's just in the blood. But I mean, who's a little dude? Who's a little childlike dude from Dragon Ball Super that Goku was playing? But like a Zeno, right?
Zeno.
Zeno can my Goku. So the thing is, like,
that's true.
So it would be a way to question as a lot of things go, but hands down, Goku all day. There was another dude that I was thinking about as well, and honestly, I don't even think of One Punch Man in this list. But you know, because I was kind of just going through my head. But the dude, he's the Chimera King from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah,
that dude was so stupid, dumb, strong. It just didn't make no sense. And so it kind of got my brain moving a lot of different directions when we said the strongest character. So I mean, I'm going with Goku. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But if we start talking about like officially, legitimately strongest characters, that's a whole different type of conversation.
Right. And then just to be really quick.
I knew because that's just where y'all go. But I'm gonna go with Saitama. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna go with Saitama because he don't need to evolve. He just got it like that. He do his crunches every day. He do his push-ups, and he can punch you one time. It's a wrap. One Punch Man. It's in the title. Next.
But he can't be One Punch Man. He can't be One Punch Man because even that last guy that he fought in the first season, it took him multiple punches to beat him.
It took him multiple punches.
That's true.
But he still
and he did
came
beat
through.
him. He
still
put the
came
work
through.
on.
He used normal punches.
Now we only talking
drop.
season 1 though, because season 2 was trash. Like season 2 was trash. Like they didn't even highlight.
Season 2 doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Sweep that under the rug. Next. Because that was trash.
Well, all right.
Next question.
I agree. So, all right, another question for y'all. Out of watching all the animes, just from your opinion, just the animes you've watched, just the animes you've watched, Kakarot, myself, which one do you feel is a bit underrated in your opinion?
I'll go first because I Googled.
I'll go. PT go first.
Because like I said, I watch so much, especially now. I'm like watching so many at the same time. It's hard to keep up with the names. But underrated, I feel right now is this new one. Now I know it's new. That's Skeleton Knight in Another World. Very underrated right now. Because it gives you Overlord vibes when you see it. I mean, skeleton in some armor, what have you, isekai type of moment. But this dude go hard because it's like he has like his max level of a character coming into this world already maxed out, destroying everybody. Everybody's like, oh snap, what is this? So I haven't heard a whole lot of people talking about it. I know I mentioned it to y'all, but there's not a lot of people talking about it. But if you want that Overlord vibe with some comedic humor, very, very hilarious, then yeah, that's a really good one right now.
Okay. Kakarot?
I gotta go with Samurai Champloo.
Oh, okay.
I feel like people were naturally comparing it to Cowboy Bebop, because it's coming from the same, creator and everything. But it's an amazing anime. It's got amazing fight scenes. It's infused with the hip hop. So it's basically going back and merging hip hop B-boy styles with the feudal era, and so you got that music mixed in and different things like that. I just thought it was really great. It's got a great storyline. You're bringing together a pair of mismatched guys, helping this girl basically go on her little journey to find the man of smells like sunflowers, or man of smells like sunflowers, or whatever. She thinks her,
Somebody took a whip of them and couldn't
she thinks her father. But it's just, it's a great journey. It's got a great storyline. The characters have a great deal of growth by the end. And from start to finish, it's got a great ending to it and everything. And even though it's only one season, you know these characters inside and out by the time it's done, and you feel fulfilled. Like you wish you had more, but you're glad you came along for the ride. So I think Samurai Champloo is a big one for me.
Okay. Well, for me, I think it's Blood Blockade Battlefront. I don't know if you guys seen that one, but
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Now you guys know me. I'm all about the action, the blood, the gore, and the craziness. And it's specifically like how the battle, the storyline, but also how strategic the battles can be. And that has a lot of that in there. Now the storyline, I give it a B. It's about a photographer named Leonardo Watch. He goes out there and he obtains these eyes from his sister, he regular dude. But when he obtains these like eyes of the gods or whatnot, that was inherited, put over, and not to get too crazy into it, but let's just say when he gets that, it starts to become beast mode. So if you guys haven't seen it, just since I mentioned it, anybody watching this, obviously y'all should check that out because I don't hear it talked about enough. In my opinion, I went and watched it. It's beast mode. Definitely.
I have to be upset with Crunchyroll. I don't understand why God of High School was not on the awards list. How you gonna put Tower of God over God of High School.
I
Man,
looked at that. I wanted to talk about that as well. I'm glad you brought that up because, yo, I actually, in case you guys haven't,
every episode,
YouTube, check out my video. I actually did a recent video about God of High School. It's a must watch. If you guys have not, please listen to what she's saying. It's
every episode.
You are making a mistake if you're an anime fan and haven't seen God of High School.
Check your life.
All right, you gotta check
your life.
You got nothing else. You must watch, y'all. Check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's no problem.
So they should watch it.
Check your life.
No, yeah, you can't go through life without watching God of High School. And yeah, for some reason, the Tower of God being over God of High School is ridiculously retarded. I don't see.
It took so many episodes.
Like Tower of God was interesting, but God of High School, man, like that came out. It was just like between that and Jujutsu Kaisen, like those came out and was just blowing everything out of the water. It's like every episode, the fight scenes and everything was just like, it was just magnificent. By the time you got done, like you were sweating, like you just finished a workout. So for them to go and throw Tower of God over God of High School, like
yeah, exactly. Very befuddled for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
And here's another one too. Here's another question for you guys. So I noticed Dragon Ball Super, just to bring that up, usually was like, what I feel is like been the starter of how rivalries and duels are in regards to like Goku and Vegeta. With that comparison, who do you think's like the coolest duo in anime that you've seen so far? Like, for example, you got Asta and Yuno. You know what I'm saying, from Black Clover. I think that's a cool like rivalry / duo, because each anime they're always going with that concept of like, we gotta have that one dude who's always in competition with each other. You know what I mean? And then you got Midoriya, Bakugo, Natsu and Gray from Fairy Tail, obviously Goku and Vegeta, and Naruto and Sasuke. So like things like that. Who do you guys think's the coolest one in your opinion? You know what I'm saying? Which one? The coolest, coolest rivalry.
I'll start this one. So, for me, when it comes to duos, and mind you, if you're just talking about like, do they have to be rivals, or are they just people who work together? How's it go?
I think it was rivalry. I think rivalry is better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'm going back to Cowboy Bebop. So a lot of times people don't look at it this way. Cowboy Bebop is another one where it's just one season, but still, and we're not going to talk about the Netflix show that didn't happen.
Yeah,
that never happened. Okay,
at the Netflix.
All right?
Yeah, I get
never
it.
Happened. All right.
Someday, somebody gonna make a live action that's worth me looking at.
Facts.
One day. But it was not last fall. It was not. But no. So without a doubt, Spike Spiegel, and who's the main protagonist from Cowboy Bebop, and basically his rival, which is Vicious. And so Vicious and Spike, they go way back. You know how it always is with all these rivalries. They go way back. They're best of friends. They both worked for this syndicate where they were assassins basically, but they worked together and they were best buds. But then unfortunately, Spike, if I'm not mistaken, ends up basically falling in love with the same chick that Vicious was with, and ends up having an affair with her. And so they were best of friends and all this other stuff. But then of course, boom, that happened. And Vicious basically, like, he told you, her name's Julia, told her straight up, look, either you kill Spike or I'm gonna kill both of you. And so then, so then Spike, in order to keep her safe and not make her have to do something she didn't want to do because she was in love with Spike too, he basically leaves completely and just is faking his own death and disappearing. But of course, as the story progresses, he has to come out of hiding, things happen, blah, 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 blah. But the thing that's the crazy part is that Spike literally in every episode, he's on the brink of death. People are trying to kill him. All this stuff is going on. But the only person who can ever match him and not only basically match him to where you think Spike might actually die is Vicious. And when they fight, like, those are the best episodes, of the show, when these guys come toe to toe and face each other. And it like, you're literally sitting there scared for Spike even though you know Spike he's a beast in himself, Vicious is something else. And the guy, Spike fights with a gun, Vicious fights with a katana, you know, and it's just ridiculous. But it's such a beautiful rivalry to watch from beginning to end, and see them play that out. So I mean, obviously, you know, I love Dragon Ball. I watch all kinds of anime, but this one just had a sense of realism, and it was really grounded to where they had something they both wanted, they both fought for, they cared for each other, they loved each other, but they couldn't coexist in the same world. So it ends up ending the way it needs to.
I like it.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, okay. Next.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm gonna jump on that Black Clover train for
Hey,
sure,
okay.
because
all right.
having the
Look now.
dynamic between, you know, someone who's gifted versus someone who's not gifted, and somebody where it kind of comes easier for them, and another one who has to work hard for it. And so you got both of them with the same dream, trying to be the king basically. And just the way that Asta grinds, and he just gets into it and gives it his all, and he just keeps catching up to even with all his little pixie power and all this whatnot. He's definitely one to beat. Yeah,
Team Asta out here, bro.
Hey.
Team Asta.
out here. But yeah, Asta
Team
go
Asta.
hard.
Yeah, there you go.
That last season, them muscles was they was
Hey.
hard.
Facts.
Hard. It was like,
Facts.
man,
He was
crunch.
a little
I'm
bit-
telling you,
he was
these
swole.
crunches and sit-ups. This is the way to go. One Punch Man, Asta, crunches and sit-ups. That's what we gotta do.
Hey,
Look,
look, that's facts.
That's
So,
what we gotta do.
for me, I gotta say Naruto and Sasuke. I'm
Of
sorry.
course you do.
I gotta say Naruto and Sasuke.
You stick
But,
with the
you know,
classic. All
You know what I'm saying? Hey, watching it all the way, even right now, you know, watching Naruto. But no, Naruto and Sasuke. I know Kakarot, you've seen through Shippuden. I thought that was the best season, the best series they ever had. Was this a Shippuden series of how Naruto came up with no parents? You know what I mean? They croaked beforehand. You know what I'm saying? And also, you looking at Sasuke, his whole clan was demolished. Okay, and he came up with this chip on his shoulder, with trying to have revenge on the Leaf Village, and then also on top of that, he really hated Naruto coming up because, you know, he was out there having this chip on his shoulder, in which not only is he trying to go after the people who murked him, you know what I mean, but he felt like also the Leaf Village in general had a lot to do with that until he found out the truth, you know. But him growing up, he just did not have any sympathy for anybody whatsoever. My family, everybody's croaked up. I'm like one of the few Uchiha clan members out here trying to do big things, you know, and then going after his older brother because he was the one who did the damage, you know what I mean? And it was just in the back of his mind all the whole time, you know what I mean? And you know how Naruto is, a lot of it is just, they can never get a break. Every time it looked like they had some peacefulness going on, even though it was a lot of filler episodes, even though it just looked peaceful, somebody came around and was like, y'all can't be this peaceful. I gotta do damage. No, I'm sorry. Akatsuki here now. We here now. We here now. You know, and it was like, you know what I mean? And it's time to do
For 10 seasons, we here now.
yeah, that 10 seasons, you know what I mean? Even though one whole season was just, you know, we're waiting for it. But nah, I'm sorry, but the way they came up, it just seemed like they couldn't get a break. And especially Naruto, he never had a real, you know, happy time until finally everybody was like, you strong. I might want to be on your side. I like you now. You know what I mean? And that was like probably the only time he was doing okay. But Sasuke never got that kind of recognition. And he was like, nah, both of us know I had it.
Which is crazy because he came into it already being strong and everybody was on his team. But it's like, yeah,
it was like he was strong, but they were also like really afraid of him too at the same time. They were like,
I was gonna say they feared him. They respected him out of fear as opposed to respecting him because they actually liked him as a human being.
Facts, that
and
part.
it's like, Sasuke, can you not
Sasuke kind of knew that too.
I want to know reality right now.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to blink, calm them eyeballs down.
Yeah. Unlike Goku and Vegeta, you know how Vegeta's always was just a step behind Goku. Well, in this case, the more bad guy was Sasuke. He was always a step above Naruto until they got up to here, you know. And so all three of those are great. Those are really great though. But man, those are my favorite. Definitely the one I gotta catch back up on was the Cowboy Bebop one, because now I want to go back and watch it because it's definitely the beast mode. So another one. What anime that is no longer in the making, but you would like to see continue? So you know how some of them seemed a bit short, maybe only one season, maybe two, but it was good, and you're like, yo, I want to see more. Why haven't they continued it? Which one you think?
I got two. Number one,
two's
Black
good.
Clover. I did not appreciate how they took just how they just stopped it, how they just basically stopped it and pick Yami and Will up and go off into the hellish sunset of sorts. And
wait, aren't they supposed to have like a movie or something?
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I thought they said something about a movie.
When is that happening?
Yeah, I don't know when, but they talking about.
I didn't appreciate that. But definitely Hunter x Hunter. Now, obviously, you can say Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter. I don't care how you say it. But I do need something else on that, because, you know, we go through this whole journey and now he's gotten to where he needs to be. He done met Pops. Pops is deadbeat still. Let me go off onto my own journey, get my crew together and go off and hunt on my own. So they definitely have a complete entire series that they can do with him doing his thing. So yeah, sad about that. They need to come out.
And just to piggyback off of that, you know, Hunter x Hunter, I think this is just my, you know, my opinion, or why I think they didn't continue it was because, you know, the maker of that anime passed away. So
but then that makes it just like with the whole season 8 of Lord of the Rings. Like, he didn't finish this book. Now you have carte blanche. You can go ahead and kind of get some notes. You got some footnotes, or just take it where you want to at that point. So they can do it. They can do it.
They always messing up though.
Yeah.
Like not Lord of the Rings, but Game of Thrones. When you start
that is what I meant.
You start filming stuff, man. Like, here you go.
I blacked out with season 8. That's how far gone it was. I blacked out. Yeah, GOT is what I meant.
Well, I have two as well. Actually three, because one of them was taken. Hunter x Hunter was on my list, but that for sure, hands down, that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now another one I think is, I feel like I wanted Tokyo Ghoul to continue. That was just me.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
How did I forget Kaneki-kun?
Tokyo Ghoul was a shit. It was awesome. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for that one to continue. You know, I love the storyline of him coming up and becoming beast mode, that next era. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. That's just kind of my feel, because I like the blood and the gore and the crazy. Him snapping his fingers all the time. He got ready to get serious. You know, every single time, like it's like you're doing gang signs. But that time and
he did that, I was like, whoa, we in trouble.
Yeah. And another one that's I think is underrated as well. On top of that, there's this one anime. I think it's on Netflix. It's called. Have you guys seen it? It's called Record of Ragnarok.
I heard people talking about it.
I thought it was getting good until the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
I can see you liking that, because honestly, the animation looks very close to it was Seven Deadly Sins. I feel like it was very similar, you know. And I was watching it, but I was like, I can't get jiggy with this. I just couldn't stick with it. It's the story, and it was just like, okay, we fight now. And it was like, okay, we fighting again. And it was like, okay, all right.
Are we gonna fight?
No, man, it was great because it had like this. I like the concept of how, you know, they would have the humans versus the gods, but you know they had, what was it, the first fighter, where it was Adam. You know what I'm saying? And how he was made in his creation and all this little stuff, you know, and they took that and was like, well, since he was made in their image, he tended to be much stronger. you know, and they all had like a very strategic way of trying to go against them based on, you know, their capabilities. You know, even though they were human up here, it like that one dude, I think, I can't remember his name, but he had the ability, he was the biggest loser. I don't know if you remember that. He was the biggest loser, but he lost so much that he developed, what happened? Oh yeah, he lost so much because he developed this, I can't remember his name, but he lost so much because he developed this ability to be able to analyze the battle while it's going on. He's been in so many scenario losses that there's not anything he hasn't seen, and now he's able to capitalize off of every, you know, scenario based on a fight, and then it worked to his advantage, and he was able to go through and do the damage. So like it's like stuff like that, you know, with the humans, and they would use some of those experiences, and it was actually working against the gods, you know. So I thought it was pretty cool, you know. It's real strategic, but that's just me. But yeah, it had that 7 deadly sins kind of feel, you know, maybe not as strong.
I had to warm up the 7 deadly, because whenever I see somebody grabbing somebody's boobies and just doing all this, I was like, okay, can we get over this part?
I run into those animes.
That went pretty hard after after you get past.
Yeah, have to be so little perverted there, but every time I ran into it, I just try to look at the fights, but dude, it just had to be that way. You know,
okay.
Hey, man.
Elizabeth.
Oh man. So you have any ones, Kakarot?
Honestly, the only one I have where I guess just ended. Well, no, 100 for sure. Like that, there's no question on that one. But I know I sound like a broken record, man, but I go back to Cowboy Bebop. Like that was probably one of the anime that got me into anime. Dragon Ball, like I always loved Dragon Ball and stuff, but Cowboy Bebop it's just more grown up. It was more grown up, a little bit more, you know, mature. And like I said, a little more
Adult Swim vibe, the type of anime style made me kind of think of that.
It is. It was from when it was on Adult Swim. That was like when I was like high school, you know, and it was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? And then, but you know, just watching it, like I can literally just sit back and watch just about any episode, and I'm cool with it. I enjoy it, like, you know, like it's almost like I'm watching it for the first time. That one episode, there's not a lot of stuff like that. Like I'm not a repetitor. If that even makes sense, a repetitor. Yeah. So my thing is like, I'm not gonna sit there and give you a word, right? So my thing is like, I don't like watching shows over or more than once, movies more than once. Like I go see a movie and like, it's gotta be a big deal for me to sit back and watch it a second time, unless it's been like years later. And when it comes to shows, anime, stuff like that, I'm not the type to be like, oh, let me go back and watch this season again or whatever. That's not what I do. Maybe I watch certain parts. It's like, yo, that was a dope fight. I'm gonna go watch, you know, Madara go ahead and, you know, bring a meteor down on somebody's head. Okay, cool, that's dope, right? But when it comes to like, I can sit there and go on Hulu or whatever it is and just go on, you know, Cowboy Bebop and just chill. The jazz starts kicking in and it's a done deal. So Cowboy Bebop, if they were, and they could, now mind you, by the end of the show, not everybody survives, but there's so much time in between, like episodes and things like that, where they could do those side quests and stuff.
Kind of Guardians of the Galaxy kind of.
Yeah, you know, and just do a bunch of stuff, because they actually had a movie that came out, you know, I can't remember, it was something Glory to Heaven or something crazy like that, but it took place in between, you know, certain parts of the original storyline, and they could do that again and take it in a different direction, so they can keep the whole team there, have more episodes, and be awesome. But and the original creator he's still around, so they could do that. That's it.
For sure. Yeah. One more thing before we go to the next question. I meant to mention some of the other ones, like for just an anime, just real quick, y'all should definitely check out. I want Mob Psycho 100 to continue.
No, it's still going. The third season's coming this fall.
Yeah, the next season is getting ready to come.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't hear anything about that. The next,
you just did,
because I saw the third season.
I gave you a little
third season. Oh,
okay.
Well, never mind.
They dropped a teaser and everything.
Oh, wait a second. I'm your genie. Boop. Okay, it's granted.
And
there you go.
Okay. I don't know about some people love Fate. I only found one of those to be great. So, Fate Stay Night was my favorite one because everybody talks about it's like 10 and 11 different fates. What I mean? But so the next one though, we got to get into this real quick. All right. I know right now a lot of people are talking about this, my friends and everything. So Rising of the Shield Hero, season 2, y'all. Is it living up to expectations at all?
Whose?
What?
Whose expectations? That's the question.
Yo,
Okay, so
I'm having a hard time.
It's coming along, but it's like trying to swallow a sock. Like it's been really difficult to get to this point.
Okay, are we on the same page then? All right, cool.
Because it's like you start off and you got these 4 heroes that they've brought over here. You got these 3 who are trapped in this bubble or whatever this dude killed and threw them in. And we just like, whoop, forget about them. Now we over here in this other world all of a sudden. Let's save this chick. She been trapped here forever. Now let's go over here. Now we back to her house. And now we over there. Like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, this last episode, y'all caught up? Y'all saw the latest?
I'm caught
the
up.
one where now she has a weapon, or whatever. Yeah.
I didn't like that.
The vassal, she has a vassal weapon or whatever.
Rafshan is back and she got her katana or what have you now is whatnot. But yeah, it's just taking so long. And now you got old boy. Apparently, since he's been a little one, he's been wanting to create these waves interdimensionally.
Like the fact that they went into another world. So now we're learning that there are more than just those 4 starting off cardinal heroes in other worlds where they have different, weapons and capabilities and all that. Then to start off level 1, when I first saw that episode where he got sucked in, they had to
I'm like, ooh, we gotta start over again.
And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, come on, y'all. Nah, that threw me off, and I'm like, y'all doing too much. Like, what y'all trying to do? Well, now I'm lost. You know what I mean? So,
well, that's the thing. It's a stupid plot device that they use, like in video games. They do it all the time because I mean, look, the power that he was wielding at the end of the first season, that was outrageous.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, where do we go from here?
It's like,
we go back to
like when you play in Blizzard and you too OP and then they go nerf you. Pretty much.
That's literally what they did. They took everybody's abilities away and was like, we're gonna separate everybody out and whatever else. And the problem is, while we were along for the ride, there was still a ways to go at the end of the first season. But then instead they were like, you know what, we're just gonna split everybody up, send everybody in completely different directions, introduce new protagonists, new antagonists, and have a completely different goal. We haven't even talked about the wave, really. We talk about it, but
we just now here, and apparently he been creating them for everybody. And where the other heroes at?
Right. That's
why
why
didn't we get a moment for them to bond and really get stronger as a unit? I mean, I know it's the shield hero, but
so has anybody looked to see if these are if it was a new showrunner, new production company or something like that?
No, I haven't.
Because
I didn't do no research. I was just disappointed and kept.
Because that's what happened with One Punch Man. That's what happened with One Punch Man. When they started the season, it was a different production company, different people running it, producers, and I don't even want to talk about it.
Trash.
Yeah, you definitely right about that. Yeah, I wanted to be sure how everybody felt because I felt the same way. We all on the same page.
I had way more entertainment watching Little Boji than I've been watching. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, my boy,
baby
my boy.
Yeah.
Boji.
Way
Ranking
more
the Kings, baby. Yeah, that's it.
That was hard.
For sure. And real quick, for everybody that's watching, I will mention a few more anime that we probably haven't mentioned on here yet. I know Tish, you recommended. At some point, I finally got to see all of it too. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, freaking tight. Y'all need to watch that.
Yes, sir. You caught up
another one
through
Promise
Netflix?
to Netherland. I wish they can continue that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, look, man. Nah.
That last season was.
Wait, what?
Nah.
Not that one?
The first season was dope.
The first season was
dope.
Second season.
It wasn't good.
I still
It just
liked
moved
it.
so
I still
fast.
liked it.
It moved
know what
so
I mean?
fast. There was so many gaps.
Yeah,
in
they were
there.
just trying to close it up, and they closed it not well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They just shut it in your face, and yeah.
Get out!
You know what?
Bro.
You know what? You're right about that. You're right about that. They did.
Yeah,
High
there's
key.
a lot of
Not
gaps.
low key, high key. You know what I mean? Berserk, I don't know, not a lot of people have seen that, but that's a really good anime. Claymore, I thought that was really good. That one was only
I started
on.
watching a little Claymore.
You seen Claymore? It's actually much
A
better.
little bit.
No one's ever talked about that. Massively underrated too, by the way. That one's really good. Kakarot, if you haven't seen that, definitely check that out if you get bored.
I started it.
It gets
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah.
It gets
was
better.
one where I started,
It gets better.
and then something better came along. I was like,
Ah! How do you pronounce the one with the samurai, the African American guy, Yasuki or Yasuki?
Oh, Yasuke.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
watching
yeah. That
that.
was good. Yeah, yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
That was dope. I like that.
Yeah, it was good.
I
You
did.
know what I'm saying? I barely started watching last week, you know what I mean? And I really liked it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
you know, pretty,
I mean, definitely that ranking of kings. That surprised me a
yes.
lot when that
Yes.
happened, because I'm like, because I heard a little bit about it, and I'm like, this is a little baby. Like, what's this about? But it's like, yo.
I thought it was nothing too until you told
no
me,
joke.
Kakarot. I started watching. I forgot to mention. Yeah, it's dope. I didn't think it
Yeah.
was anything. I was
Little
like,
Boji was
hold
like,
on.
here, hold my beer. I don't need all the strength of a giant. Let me just find these little weak spots up in here with my little pinpointer. let me get you.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah, I mean, by the time it got like, once he started finding himself, man, like I found myself like jumping for joy for my little mans. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm crying with the little ink blot dude. Like, yo, Boji, my dude, yo. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm
Another
like,
one,
yeah.
too.
Yes, yes.
I'm like, yeah.
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 Like, man, he can't talk, but you got this guy over here. And then I love how now there better be another season, because now he's out on his own and trying to find his own path and his own way. So
Oh,
yeah, I can't wait.
And also
man.
another one, what was it? I think it's called the Immortal King. That one.
Okay, is that on
The
Netflix?
Daily Life of the Immortal King. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, remind me.
Yeah,
I feel like
go.
I've seen that.
Well, wait, that was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it was. They barely came out the second season. You know.
That's the one. If
Is that the shaman?
That's
No,
the
not
one
the
where
shaman.
he's got the power. I mean, he's got the power, and like, but he's trying to suppress it while he's at
Yeah,
the school.
That's
Okay,
the-
yeah, that was cool.
He's
Yeah, that was
mellow
cool.
dude in high school, or I think, right?
Yeah.
That dude, until they had that little
Yeah,
tournament
yeah.
in the end of the first season, you know, and then he
Yep.
kinda lost it against that really powerful chick. You know, that was
Yeah,
cute.
Okay, I'm gonna have to said Netflix. All right, I'm gonna
He
have to.
Yo,
did,
you gotta.
the United
you ain't
States
seen
of
that one.
Smash
That's
on her.
definitely worth watching.
Yo,
United States.
United States to smash. When that happened, we literally
He
crawled
did,
on
though.
the floor and did somersaults. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That went hard right there. But
No,
nah,
he
that's
did one
Spy
very
Family, yo.
similar, just like that in that tournament where he lost it. And
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
When
that
he,
was dope.
I mean, basically, without giving it away, I mean, basically,
Oh yeah,
he
true.
lost everything. He basically had to turn the whole universe upside down in reverse time. Just about, like, I don't know.
Mhm.
It was crazy. It was dope.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
His
flip it
power
reverse
level was
again.
like is retarded. Like on a
Yeah.
he might like I ain't gonna give it out, but
Mm,
that's another one,
Yeah.
y'all.
I do
Watch
like
that.
power.
Now one
But
for sure that we don't really be
did we
bringing up.
say?
too
Wait a
much.
second. Did we ask about rivals? We did. No. I know what it was, because there was a question about who you want to see fight. I remember that. I've been waiting on that question.
Yo,
So go
yeah.
ahead and ask me that question.
Yeah, I was finished. There was still two more, but yeah, that's one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm waiting on that. But my
Let's
last
go to that
one for
next.
people to check out: Spy Family.
Yes,
Spy Family.
watching that.
Now
It's not
look,
finished though. I barely started watching it. All right.
Ooh.
Real, what you doing, man?
Yeah, catch up, man. That's the best one so far. Because I'm waiting on all this new summer stuff that's happening, but that's the one that's keeping me entertained.
Well, hold on a second. So if there's one for sure that like everybody that people need to watch, if they have not watched it, okay, and I don't feel like it's getting enough publicity, is Mushoku Tensei. If you have not watched Mushoku Tensei, that's probably one of the best, most like well-balanced anime that's come out to date.
For sure.
Great storyline. Yeah, it's got a little bit of the pervy stuff in it.
It's a little pervy, for sure. You sniffing drugs.
Because it's an isekai, right? So you have like he's like a 30-something-year-old guy and that gets reborn as a child and whatever else.
Yeah.
But
kind of like jobless reincarnation.
Yes. Yep. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. That is one of the dopest anime that's come out for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started watching it, it just randomly popped up like on Hulu and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, let me check this out." And I was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah. Like, this is pretty damn good.
Yeah. What is this? And then I was just waiting week to week to watch the next episode, and it's consistent. Almost every single episode, like it's got you drawn in. It's dope. So Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, watch it, and
Yeah.
For
sure. You will not be upset about it.
So, let's get in to the question.
Okay.
T's going first since she's most excited. He's going to go.
Since I already put it out there.
You know what I'm saying?
But
yeah, you did. Now, what 2 anime characters you want to see go at it? Your 2 favorite. Duke it out. All
right. So I know he got a little bashed up last season, but we'll pretend like he's in one piece. Levi versus Mikasa.
Oh, come on. You can't do that.
I want to see that.
You can't
I want to see it. I want to see it. Ariel, I want to see it in the air. I want to see it. I want to see that. Man, I would never see she did her thing and she said,
No, that's not happening. It would be crazy, but Levi at full strength, like, look, he took the beast fighting down by himself. I'm sorry, Mikasa is like, she's got.
I'm just saying,
he's on another level. He got more experience. He's smarter than her, and he has no ties. He don't have no weakness. He ain't looking at Aaron or anybody else.
I gotta agree with that though.
She's elevated to where, because especially the way Aaron was treating her this last season, she's like, you know what? Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. You gonna go ahead and you gonna do that? All right. I'm gonna go. You know what? I am my own self. I don't have to be protecting you. Forget about it. I'm gonna go here. And you saw that move that she did, and she got all those folks, and she said,
Why? Okay. Levi, he just got more experience on her. He has the same abilities she has, and he's got more experience. She can't get him. She ain't touched him.
Well, he a little beat down right now, so she got
now. All right.
It's about
we're gonna drag him out of his sleeping bag.
Levi.
It's always, man, that dude, his poise, the way he come out there and put the game. Look, man.
Yeah, that scene where Titan grabbed him and then it was just like, oh no, the hand, where'd he go?
Dude, he's different. He built different.
Yeah.
You know how they say he just built different. The way he
is that.
He don't need to be turned into no Titan. He don't need nothing extra.
Yeah.
You know, dude.
Yeah, because I was gonna throw Aaron in there, but if he wasn't a Titan, then it's like, yeah.
Well,
Aaron ain't really.
That's not it.
I'd fear him. Like, what was that? Who's the one that's inside the big ape one? Shoot, what's his name? I don't know. I can't
remember his name.
Glasses guy.
There you go.
Glasses.
Yeah, he was like, whoever that scene, I think it was a scene 3. He was like, that Levi, I want him. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, nah, he ain't gonna be able to touch him at all. He's all over the place. And he was waiting for him in the city when they came over there and started the battle. Levi just that dude, man. I don't care what anybody say. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be, 2 from the same. Like, you could just put 2 or 2. Kakarot, which one would you like to see? It could be 2 from the same anime or 2 totally different anime. characters.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I were actually to say I want to see two people really go at it, ham to ham, blam to blam, honestly, like, and it's not going to be, two different anime. My problem is, it's like you go with the different anime and stuff, and it's like you just have completely different rules and means of really being able to gauge people's power levels. So it's really hard to say, like, okay, yeah, sure, everybody's like, I want to see Goku versus Saitama, so we can really see who's the best.
And that's what makes
and
it
then really see Goku beat the hell out of Saitama, because that's what's going to happen. But no, honestly though, if I were to see two people go head to head, I think that Boruto era Naruto and Sasuke going ham like they did at the end of Shippuden would be a dope fight.
Okay.
With the power and experience what they got now.
Yeah, because they're way stronger from the time the end of the Shippuden. They're way stronger than now.
I know. Yeah. And the way that fight was at the end of Shippuden, and I mean, they probably won't have no arms or legs by the end of that one.
Yeah.
They were like, yo,
the new power Naruto got now.
Come at me, bro. No. Come at me.
Yeah. We bumping chests.
No.
But I'm going with that.
Okay. Well, mine, I want to see Bakugo from My Hero go at Yuno. I don't know what that, for some reason, those two from Black Clover and...
I guess it's just confidence against confidence, I suppose.
That's why. Just their character.
I mean,
their character.
Bakugo, he just got like this.
He got an attitude.
Got the wind spirit, so he can keep him at bay.
I like Bakugo's ability to be able to think on the fly, his analysis during the fights. Even though he only has that, but he's very quick. It's not like he's flying or anything. He knows how he's able to like use it in multiple different ways very fast. Even if the fight is starting to be quick, or if it's slow, or if it just requires a lot of energy at once to do a couple things. I feel like even though they have to use those grimoires, those books, things of that nature, but I feel like because of his ability to think on his feet a lot quicker, like with Yuno, you know what I'm saying? Even a reason why I picked him, let's say I thought about it, but I wanted to pick Asta. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at it from more brute strength, maybe Asta versus Midoriya. But for some reason, the characters in regards to Yuno and Bakugo, I like those two together because of them being that other rival that's a little bit, more natural and above, you know what I'm saying? Both of their perspectives in those animes from My Hero and what's it called? Their official rival, not the two main ones, but the other two, just their character alone. I don't know. I just want to see those two go at it. I think that'll be tight, but that's just what I came up with.
Would that be like almost like a fourth wall break where they'd be like, hey, I'm just a supporting character. But I'm the best supporting character.
No, yeah, right.
Let's go.
That's how I look at that. But last but not least, because we're gonna be ending this segment pretty soon. All right. I'm gonna put it this way. I guess you could say your top 5 of all time, or just your top 5 in general. Let's put it that. Which one? Kakarot, you can go first on this.
Oh, all right. Good thing I made my list out. Let's go. So I'm actually gonna start off with a couple of honorable mentions. All right. So it kind of it weighs the stuff down. So My Hero Academia, honorable mention. Okay. Probably definitely one of the best anime to come out in ages. Mm-hmm. However, I will say, it's got what is it? The last season. The last season kind of just made it.
I shouldn't be cheering for the villains, waiting for the villain episode to get excited.
That part, I'm not really.
But up until then,
with all that. Yeah. So you got that. Demon Slayer, one of the best anime. Ever. Yeah. But it's only got the 2 seasons. It's strong. I mean, it's like
super strong.
It's definitely in my top 6 right now. But if they had a 3rd season and it's as strong as the last 2 have been, or even remotely, I'm gonna put it up there. But no. So I say I know you're gonna be mad, but my number one, I think you should be able to tell based on the conversations we had today, and my number one anime of all time is
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine.
Second one?
That's what's
Let's
up.
jam. 3, 2, 1.
Bring out the
All right.
jazz.
So the Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, and I do mean Z. Dragon Ball's great.
Yeah.
GT doesn't exist.
We hit different.
Yeah, Super, like, so it'd be like Z, Super, Dragon Ball, GT.
Nothing beats Z do hit different.
Yeah. Hunter x Hunter, Attack on Titan, and Naruto Shippuden. That's my 5.
Yeah. TT.
Deal with it.
All right, so y'all started this anime journey before me, so I know classically speaking, Dragon Ball and Naruto are up there. For me myself, now not to say that it's best of all time, but One Punch was my intro, and that's the one that kind of got me down the rabbit hole, and I'm like, tell me more. So yeah, kind of honorable mention there, but for sure, Demon Slayer, no doubt about it. You know, I had a Demon Slayer Christmas year before. Let me see, Jujutsu. I gotta go Jujutsu. Definitely hardcore. Both of them, because I definitely like a supernatural type of thing. I love some fight scenes, and they just bringing it in that animation style. I love how nowadays, even with
that
hero,
cat scared the crap out of me behind her. But go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, even with my hero, like especially with the movies, the animation style, how they mix the 2D with the 3D with the thick comic book type of animation and outlines and things like that, and bring it in with that type of 3D imagery as well. That definitely awesome. So that's 3. Tokyo Ghoul, I got that up there. Kaneki-kun, that's my guy. That's my guy up there. I mean, he went through hell and came back, killing the game. And damn. I mean, Attack on Titan is up there as well. Attack on Titan. So yeah, I feel like that might be my 5. But Boji, I gotta give it up to Boji. Let's see what this next season, what this brings. No.
Yeah.
But I'm catching up on Bleach right now though too. That next arc is coming though. That blood arc is coming though. Man, I got so many I'm watching.
For sure.
So many.
Well, mine. So
yeah.
First 2 I'm gonna mention. I kind of grew up with those, and I think that's just because it's in my heart. But you already know. First one, DBZ. Come on, y'all. You gotta give it up, DBZ. DBZ. Kakarot, you know. So that's the first one. Another one too. Y'all gonna probably disagree, but that's just me. I enjoy Bleach coming up. I like Bleach. All right.
I'm almost done. I'm on season 13 right now.
You never watched Bleach?
I was starting to watch it. The problem is I was trying to start it from literally the beginning, and I was like, I'm trying to watch from like episode 1. And I was like,
that's how I did that. I got through it.
Yeah.
Definitely got to get past the Hollows arc when you're in Hueco Mundo, but that go hard. Chad, he had a really hard scene up in there. Woo! That little that moment. Woo! That was crazy. But
when he got to the hollow point, when he incorporating the 2
when he got that fool, and then that demon came up on the wall, woo, knocked the hell out.
And it started to finally look into a little bit of like some Dragon Ball Z style type stuff when when hollow stuff comes in, and then it's like, now it's sick.
I only got 2 more seasons before this blood arc, so I'm excited.
Oh, for real? You okay? Cool. Yeah. Also, Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm putting that up there. It's Bombay. I don't care what anybody say. It's dope. I like also number 4. God of High School. It's got to be more. It has to be. They got to put more in. I don't care.
I don't know. They kind of let me down. They didn't put it in the awards, but
I know.
Back.
Just that one season alone, every episode, you were not disappointed though.
I was like,
that's the thing. It was just
I felt like I was in the ring,
action, and that's what I like. So that's just me, you know. And another one, the last but not least for me, I didn't mention this on y'all's, but the same people who made One Punch Man, I think Mob Psycho is sick to me.
Mob Psycho.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Mob Psycho
I
100.
forget Mob. Oh man.
Yeah, that shit is dope. You seen
It
all
is.
those all the season? Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
it
it's
just
good.
got better. How crazy the fight started getting, and the storyline, you know, and then his brother finally getting the ability to, you know, have those powers. You know, dude himself is still better because he's been using it for a long time. You ready to close this out? Hey, appreciate y'all coming through. You know, saying doing this video with me. Yeah, I mean, Karma, Kakarato. Whoa, yeah, Kakarato,
Yeah.
aka. You
Kakarato.
know what I mean? All things anime,
Kakaraku.
y'all. If you like this content, our video, please like, subscribe down below, y'all. Y'all already know.
Maybe to subscribe on this.
Rob Anime. But if you like sports as well, I'm gonna put that in there. Also like and subscribe because I got sports content for you. But all right, y'all.
Back in the box.
We'll have another video like this later in the future. Holla at your boy. That's it. That's all. Huh. You already know. I already took it off. Wait, what's with the dance though?
I don't know. That was my ending dance.
What?
Is it?